Oh shit, we on? Word up, Gmctv. Smoking bud. You know, aka Nick Flair. DJ Smoke. I'm sitting here reading the Ice-T book and shit, you know, next to me the other day. That's my nigga, man. Well, you know, from afar, I don't know it. So, you know, I admire it. You know, so I said, let me check his book out. And sure enough, I ain't put this motherfucker down. I'm already 200 pages in. I got the book yesterday. Shout out to Ice-T, man.
Yeah.
Hustling.
He's from Jersey and Cali too.
And that's another thing. He's from Jersey and Cali too. That's another thing. So, you know, shout out to Ice-T, man. Shout out to Ice-T. Shout out to Prodigy, man. I like Prodigy's book too, man. Very entertaining. You know, shout out to the rappers dropping books and shit, man. I'm gonna read Ja Rule shit when it come out. I love rap, man. Anyway, that's just a totally different topic. Today we getting on touchy shit, baby. Touchy shit, y'all. This shit is gonna get, it's probably gonna get heated, man, outside of where we at and shit, you know what I mean? But we touching on that touchy subject that they call religion. Shout out to Killer Mike. Just quoted Killer Mike.
Yeah, probably the dopest album out right now.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna touch on a little bit of religion.
Yeah, you wanna just go in on
self-hate.
Yeah, definitely gonna go into that.
You
But
know?
I guess with religion, if we go into religion first, we'll go into religion first.
Do it.
Religion.
It's a gang.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's a gang.
I think it's a gang mentality.
Strength is in numbers.
Yeah, like, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand people need things to believe in and aspire to. I understand all of that. I think I do. But I don't understand churches, and I don't understand the deep religious thing to where you now don't see something else, where you just see what you are and you don't see anything else. Because I'm seeing a lot of that. I see a lot of that. And people can sit up here and say, we generalizing or whatever. And that's another thing. The views and opinions expressed here are solely that of GMC, T-Bud, and DJ Smoke. So, I don't know though, but from my experience, it's a lot of hateful people in religion. It's getting hateful.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, I can't, I mean, if you wanted to ask me honestly what I see and what I think about some of these religious groups, some of these things, I mean, being that I'm maybe neutral, I guess you would consider, or not, I'm very spiritual. I definitely believe there's a higher power than me. I feel we're all connected. I feel like God is in you though. I feel like God is in us, you know what I mean? In the animals, in the plants you see, in the earth, you know, Mother Nature, you know? Like, the religion thing is getting real deep, man, and it's almost gang-like.
Yeah.
It is. And
a lot of it, too, like 9 out of 10 religious people have never really read their books.
Have you read it from front to back, beginning to end?
Have you really done that? I mean, I feel like even if you skim through one of them books, like, because most of y'all ain't even done that. You've been told what to read. Look at this and read this.
We're going to go to Scripture 32, 34, 35, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, read that motherfucker like you're supposed to read it. Like it's a book.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I mean?
The greatest story ever told.
Hell yeah.
You know, I don't know, man.
Yeah, and people, it's not like some of them things don't apply. I understand that some things in them books apply and are true. Mm-hmm. And, you know, some things possibly happen. But I feel like it's just to teach you a lesson and to get you a good sense of things. And they mix that truth in there with a bunch of a lie wrapped around it. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of it has to do with power. And a lot of people don't even know what their religion's, the blood on their religion's hands. All religion
has blood on its hands.
You know what I mean? Like, it's really disgusting out here right now.
Because as far as I'm concerned, I feel like God, the higher power, will want us to love one another. You know?
And love God and God's products.
Yeah, and God's products. I don't think he would say click up. I don't think he would say click up. If you're going to click up with the world. That's what I think he would, or he or she, but however you personify it, the energy. I think that's what the energy's saying. Click up with the world. You know, don't negate, don't discriminate, you know. I just notice a lot of religions discriminate. Really. You know, and you can't sit up here and act like what I'm saying is crazy. Think about when you go to your Baptist church on Sundays. And think about it.
Or your synagogue on Saturday, or your mosque on...
Or your mosque on whatever. Like, look at it. You know, just look at it. It's a group of culminated people doing the same thing. You know, or you know, aspiring to the same thing. that would seem robotic and not human to me. You know, I could be wrong, you know, and I'm going to definitely find out when I die. When you die, I think you find out. You know what I mean? But the funny thing is, death is the same as living. So while you're living, you can find out if you want to. I got a funny feeling people don't want to. I got a funny feeling people are running from the truth, hiding behind the book.
Yeah, and then you got plenty of people capitalizing off the book, pushing that fear and pushing that
Did you see the book of Eli? Did anybody see the book of Eli? I'm not saying it wasn't just a movie. I'm not saying like, oh, that's what really happened or whatever. But you can bet there's certain things that happen like that. You can bet it. You know what I mean? We're just humans.
People taking that book and using it for their own benefit. Not for no God or nothing, righteousness or none of that spreading religion. Y'all understand what happened when the motherfucking Catholics came to South America, the Spanish Inquisition, when Spain and the Jewish Spanish came to South America, what the slaughter that occurred to the Native Americans, how much murder was done,
murder,
or even with Islam, taking hundreds of millions of Africans from East Africa and castrating all the males, cutting all their dicks off, taking them from East Africa across the Sahara Desert, across the Mideast, taking them from boats to India. You know what I mean?
Working with the Dutch.
Raping their women. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like these people, like, they want you to hate the Jew or the Muslim or hate each other, where at the top, the highest Jews and Muslims is working
together.
Getting money, GMC.
Getting money. G-motherfucking-C.
Like,
we're in America, goddamn.
Are you stupid?
Anyway.
Yeah, and you know what they did? Where they got them slaves, what they had them doing? They had them basically working their drugs, picking sugar cane. Just being drug mules, the first drug mule.
First drug mule.
That's all it was. It's all about drugs. Everything is
sex, money, and murder, baby. You know what I mean? Like it's deep. But it's not though, because we're human and we're not very deep. We have brains which make us analytical and imaginative and smart and all that and shit. But at the end of it, we're just humans. Like we're really just humans. There's no real difference. My brother's organs look the same as mine. Maybe not because I might have damaged them more. Maybe I'm smoking more. Maybe I'm drinking more. But to start out with, unless I was born defective or whatever, our lungs are the same pretty much. You know, come on, it's humanity. You know what I mean? And I feel like certain religions divide up humanity.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous. Like, and then people want everybody to be like, oh, y'all hate Jews and all that. But I feel like, first of all, first Jews was black anyway. So I mean,
his hair was sheep wool, like sheep wool, right? Like sheep wool.
And feet of bronze.
And feet of bronze.
What and how?
Sounds mixed to me though.
Well, yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. But you know,
definitely not a white guy with blue eyes. Definitely not that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like of all things, with wool hair and feet of bronze. That man is definitely not white. He might have.
He's obviously tan.
He might have some albino in him, but he's not white. Like that is not a white man. Jesus was black or black and Arab or black. I mean, he was not white. It was no way.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, the original Jews were not white. It's not like, come on, let's just be real. Like, let's be like the first people were black. So I mean, all things really. We're gonna come from that. Them coming, you know, having it, and then other people rediscovering what they've already done, and then they say that it's theirs. And then people telling stories, like, you know, like people today, like a Jew today or anybody, a Christian today, is gonna depict Jesus as being white to tell stories to make them feel better, to make the race feel better. I get it. I understand it. To make your race feel like y'all have some worth, and to make yourself feel good and feel better. No doubt, that's cool and everything. But let's just be real. Jesus, look where fucking Jerusalem is. It's not Europe. It's where brown people or at least olive complected people are. It's not. No one's white there really. Like, I mean, I'm sure there are now.
Literally, because why? The fucking sun. you know, like it's like, you know, it's not in Europe. It's not. From what we hear, you know, it's not. You know, so I mean, I don't even. You know, that's crazy. I try to like, you know, stay away from that myself. You know that
yeah.
That, you know what I mean, the colors and all of that, but if you really use your fucking brain that God gave you, if you're really listening to God like you say you are and all that, I don't know, you'd be using your imagination, your brain, listening to yourself. You know, it's hard to explain, you know. That God. Okay, how about when you get a bad feeling? I got a funny feeling about that. What you think that's not God? Like that first instinct, when you get that gut feeling, them butterflies. What you think that is? That's energy. That's energy. That's literal energy in you.
Yeah, and
giving you intuition. Now, giving you things you need to survive with.
Yeah, we're cosmic people, man. Like I know people want, like, I feel when people say they're spiritual, they identify it as that, and I understand it and everything. But a lot of people are just really bamboozled by it. Like, we really are connected. The universe is you. You are the universe. Everything is interconnected. Nothing is disconnected. You're here.
Shout out to Lauryn Hill.
Everything is everything. So, like,
but see, then she got hateful. Let's keep it real. When she went to Muslimanity or Islam, she got hateful. Talking about white people ain't supposed to buy her records. You know, wearing all that African garb. You from Newark, New Jersey, from the suburbs almost. You know, you from America. You know, I'm sure. Yeah, your roots was in Haitian and West Indies and all that. I understand all of that. I totally do. My best friend is Trinidadian. My other best friend is 100% Cuban. Looks like a black man though. You know, but what I'm saying is yeah, you know, it seems like it's dividing people.
More than anything. You know, the greatest divider of man, if you ask me, the religion thing.
So
got us out here shot the fuck out. It got us out here really fearful of
each other.
It's so dumb.
Of each other. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I always heard Jesus and God talking about love thy fellow man. You know,
love thy enemy.
Love thy enemy. You know, you see your mother, right? If you have a good mother, she loves you. You know, that's the power of God. Like, people don't. I don't know. You know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It also makes you want to say, if you're a person like me, that it's all fake. When you see people going to them doing that, all engaging like so thoroughly like that.
Yeah, or
it kind of makes you want to say it's fake, or they're doing it for a reason.
Or preachers getting money. How many times you seen preachers getting, or Farrakhan getting money? All these people just getting money.
But yet my man walks up to him and says, I could cure Africa of AIDS, and he tells him to hold on. So,
yeah, I mean, really, if you ask me, religious people are the main violators.
They be violating. I'm gonna keep. They be violating.
Violating with the food, with the way they treat other people. Everything. They violate more than anyone on the planet, if you ask me. Like, the neutral person is or the person that at least listens to what others have to say and takes it in and takes a bit from here.
Takes a bit from there, bit from there. Use your own. Use God. Because God is you. You can believe that.
Yeah, and that's another thing. If God is perfect, and we understand that, and everything is the way it's supposed to be, and God made you. You're here because of God. Then in essence, what you were given is perfect. Everything's perfect. You're perfect. If God, the Creator, is perfect, perfect plus perfect equals perfect.
So now, that would mean, right, that some people out there, when you hear my brother say that, like, well, then that means religions are perfect. That means that's supposed to be. And you're right. But could it be that it's supposed to be because we're supposed to, it might be a challenge for us? Like, maybe it's not a good thing. I believe a lot of things here are to challenge us, to make us better. You know what I mean? So when people, like, you know, like I said, my brother just said everything, you know, because I do think that. I think everything's the way it's supposed to be. There are no accidents, none of that. You know, everything is the way it's supposed to be. It's crazy. But with that said, I know a lot of you self-haters out there now are going to twist that and say, well, then how the fuck is the religion bad? Blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it might be a challenge.
Yeah. And I think if you ask me, I'm going to say I feel like it is bad. I mean, everybody has their opinion. I feel like it is bad. I feel like the first woman, because I feel like we all came from a woman.
Yeah, I don't think they were part of a religion.
I feel like they weren't born with a religion in their head when they were born, the first person. Like, if you honestly think that, you're lying. That's just what you were conditioned. You were conditioned to be what you are. It was conditioning. I mean, it's like
just like practice makes perfect. Like a basketball player conditions himself, and now he can shoot the lights out the gym or whatever. Same. It's training.
Yeah.
It's training.
And it's just like you train to hate your own body. It's like when a baby, high energy baby, young, run around naked, don't give a fuck. Why don't it care that it's naked? Why does it not conscious of people around it? Like, oh man, I'm naked, I'm a baby, I need to get some clothes on, I need to cover my body up.
Another reason we need to listen to children all the time.
Yeah, like why is that? Why? Because their energy is high and they don't give a fuck.
Their energy hasn't been tainted as bad.
You're not breaking their will. Their will isn't being broken. Think about when your energy's low and you're trying to get out of bed out in the morning. Your will is lesser.
Your will, you don't even have the will to get up, do you? Keep it real. Like, but you know, we know. We know because we're human. And we've dealt with all of these things. What you think, niggas ain't never self-hated? When I'm 27 years old, right? The funny thing is, when you a teenager, when you young, you know, you're very impressionable. You know, it's very easy to get sidetracked. You don't want to look out the loop. You just want to fit in. I did so much shit just trying to fit in before I found out who I was, who I am. You understand? Now I know who the fuck I am. But don't get me wrong, I was running over here, I'm doing crimes, I'm doing anything. You know, just looking for myself. You understand? Trying to find myself. And that's what I think most people are out here doing and haven't done yet, though. They haven't found themselves yet. So like I say, you know, I don't want people to think that, like, you know, niggas is exempt. You know, I'm not exempt at all. I self-hated. You know, I had motherfuckers letting me feel bad because I was light-skinned with long hair like Jesus. I should have never, like, but look, in a young, impressionable mind, all you want to do is be accepted by your peers. You know, like, you're young, you're impressionable. You get to be 21, 20, you don't give a fuck. You know who you are. Like, you know, and even still then you might be struggling. But the only thing is, I think you need to go through some challenges. See, I'm grateful for the challenges I went through back then when I was self-hating. Because now they made me learn myself. You see, if I would have never did any of that, I would have never learned myself. Never been confident with myself. None of that. Good learning process. You know what I'm saying? Good challenges. So that's why I say, you know, challenge yourself. You know, I guess if that's what you want to do, if you figure you're challenging yourself by going in, diving into a religion or something like that, no doubt. I'm sure you're going to learn some things, though, while you're in it. I'm sure. Because it's all a growth process. And, you know, nobody's exempt. It's simply like nobody's exempt. So this is how we know what we're talking about. You can say, oh, they don't know what you know we know. That's why you're saying that.
Yeah, yeah, it's exactly. It got a lot to do with, experience. It got a lot to do with experience. Trial and error. People act like, man, well, if it's all regurgitation and we all regurgitate textbooks and we're regurgitating and we don't know nothing, you telling us we don't know nothing because all we do is regurgitate what we've been told. Aren't y'all regurgitating too? No doubt. Like, you might have been told something, or I might have been told something, but I actually went and did it. Switched my diet, stopped smoking, stopped drinking, and did it in the trial, and I've seen how I fared. Do I feel better? How is this? How do I run off this? When I run off this different fuel, how does my body react? That's me.
Field experimentation.
That's knowing. And no one can tell me I don't know that. No one can tell me that. Like, if you know something, genuinely know.
Nobody can tell you otherwise because you know it.
You know it. So it's like...
The truth is what it is.
And, yep. Truth will set you free.
The truth will set you free. You've heard this 1,000 times and paid it no fucking attention because you're desensitized.
Hell yeah.
Now, I was too, though.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, everybody. I feel like we all started out a certain level, especially in this era now, how far away from God humanity is gone.
So far away from God, which is yourself.
We're on our way back, though. We're on our way back.
And plus, we're going to help you get back. Smoking bud going to help you get back. Word up.
Hell yeah.
So,
everybody just stay strong, man. Like, for real.
Stay strong.
Because, yeah, like...
They're condoning weakness right now. Yeah. Computers, texting, all this non-human interaction and shit. You know what I mean? This is why we got on the internet and went hard. Yeah. And said, we're not going to be nice. We're not going to be... Because, you know, we understand people going to be like, oh, they're sitting in their confines of their home, blah, blah, blah. No doubt. But that's why we talking hard. Straight up.
And you don't know what we did to get this home put around us.
Exactly. You don't know what the fuck niggas done went through and risked and put into this motherfucking thing we call life and existence to even get where we at. So you don't even know. Talk about some shit you know.
Yeah, man. So just, I mean, like, I would say stay strong, man, and like help your own people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't hate. I mean, you really hating yourself if you hate anybody, but like, for real, like, if you about to fuck the darkest thing or the lightest thing just to get a feature that you don't have, you need to just really look in the mirror and be like, I need to be stronger, man, and really love myself, man.
Exactly. Go work, because work ethic cures all. You heard what my brother said? Oh, I went and I trained my body. I stopped. That takes work. Like if an alcoholic has to stop drinking, it's going to take work. It's going to be a constant battle. But it's going to make him stronger every second. Every second.
That's all your body does, is just heal and survive every second. That's what it's doing every second.
Every second.
It don't do nothing to hurt itself. You gotta trust your body, man. Like a lot of y'all have given up on your body, man.
And that's why you're going gay, you're going to prison, you're running, you're doing whatever.
Going to the doctor.
And don't act like we're wrong.
Hypochondriacs. Oh, I got this and then all this. No, you eat terrible and you sit around.
That's it. And then now you're gonna go get drugs, which are gonna make you sit around and eat terrible.
Killing yourself. And who else?
Killing yourself slow.
Who else do you have to hate? Who else? What? Like your body? Who else could it hate if you were the one that did this to it?
You don't have anybody else to hate.
But self. Self. You hate self, and then you hate other people because of what you did to you, and for other. I mean, the reason you drinking or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. Whatever. You need to.
Whatever. I'm about to say that's your problem.
Yeah. Man up, woman up, whatever. Because women is strong as fuck too. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Definitely. And you know, definitely we need to listen to women too. We do. Like, you know what I mean? They create life. You know, like a lot of men, you know, they so fucking egotistical, so machoed out, and so not sure of themselves that they don't listen to no women and shit. They don't really, you know, women is second rate when that's totally ludicrous and that's totally outrageous. And I've definitely been guilty of that. I definitely been. Bitches ain't shit, you know. I'm listening to who? Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, right? Something like bitches ain't shit, but oh, that. I mean, you know, there are definitely a lot of them. Yeah, definitely a lot of them. But at the same time, they create life.
Yeah.
Anything that does that, you have to respect and pay homage to.
Yeah.
You know, or you just have to know what that is. You know what I mean?
Creation, beginning of time, creative energy. I'm thinking it's a female. I'm thinking the energy itself is a female, and whatever. I feel like it's a female energy. We all come out of women.
Blow smoke from your blunt if you hustle real hard and you know what you want. Big money. Tell them shut the fuck up if you ain't talking bucks. Ain't much to discuss, but big money, big money, big money.